All right, let's get started on our Tuesday. A little bit cooler out there this morning, and maybe we've been getting used to over the past week or so. And I think the temperatures are going to stay down a bit this afternoon, even when we talk about a whole bunch of sunshine, which would be nice for a change to get closer to seasonable, maybe even a little cooler than seasonable, instead of being so much warmer than seasonable like we've been before all the storms we just went through. Now, anything left from those showers and storms moving east, there are still some lingering clouds that we'll have to contend with early today. That breeze will perk up a little bit too, and I do think we'll notice it out of the northwest and north and maybe even northeast later on today. That'll keep bringing in some of that drier air, and as we watch these dew point temperatures fall through the 50s and back into the 40s, that'll let temperatures in the overnight fall back into the 40s tomorrow and be a little bit on the cool side even tomorrow, and probably going to continue that way into Thursday morning also. We're at 55 right now for Tallahassee. We're at 56 in Valdosta, and we're at 52 degrees in Thomasville. Got a lot of numbers in those low 50s. It's 51 at Bainbridge. It's 50 at Quincy. It's 56, a little warmer in Perry, and it's a little cooler in Marianna at 49. But a pretty tight grouping of numbers, someplace upper 40s, low 50s, and I do think these numbers will drop a little bit more this morning. Now, the breeze out of the northwest, it's noticeable, nothing out of control, but of course that means we're not going to deal with any fog as the air dries out and as those winds continue to stir things up. We get rid of all of the clouds eventually. It may take a little while, especially to the east, but as those continue to push away and high pressure takes over, we do get more seasonable. We do feel more like April after a run of June weather last week and even over the past weekend. There'll be another boundary that's trying to get here Thursday night or Friday. It's a little iffy at this time. Certainly doesn't have the same kind of setup this past one does, but we'll continue to watch and monitor and see how things advance. Higher pressure may get in the way and hold that up a little bit too. So there are a couple of things in the way that we'll continue to watch, but I think all of that points towards the same thing for us, and that is a couple of pretty quiet days and a couple of pretty nice days, and that's what the Futurecast will show us. Those breezes mostly from the north today, bringing in that drier air, the sky staying pretty clear, a few clouds at times, but no real shower chances all the way through Thursday, and then we'll see if that next boundary can get here, maybe late Thursday or early Friday, and find a few more scattered showers or an isolated thunderstorm, and we'll see how that all comes together and evolves over the next couple of days. But that's a couple of days down the road. Tuesday is all for clearing, for drying, for calming down. Looks like a really nice day on Wednesday and a really nice start to the day on Thursday. Now, out on the Gulf, it is going to be a little bit breezy. The skies will be clearing, but let's keep those winds in that 10 to 20 knot range, maybe some gusts up higher than that. The sea's 3 to 5 feet, and we'll call it choppy in the protected waters. We're at that point in the year where that UV index is going to stay high, and that means it only takes 30-40 minutes for unprotected skin to burn out there, so make sure you're getting the sunblock on. And we are seeing that water temperature creep up over 70 degrees now. 40s and 50s this morning with clearing conditions, a little bit breezy. This afternoon, we're expecting those top temperatures to get into the 70s. How far into the 70s? Well, I think we're going to see some of that cooler air take over, so we may see 72, 73, 74. That's about it. So we'll expect low 70s. Maybe a few can find some middle 70s. And then tonight, it'll cool off quickly again with those clear skies and the calming winds. I think we're talking mid-40s, maybe some spots into the lower 40s tomorrow morning. So it is going to be a chilly evening, chilly overnight, and a chilly start to our Wednesday. Here comes that 7-day forecast where we're going to keep the rain chances at a bare minimum, especially these next 2 or 3 days. As we get to Friday morning, that looks like our next little chance. And on the other side of that, I see another little period of drier and very comfortable air with some more cool evenings and overnights, which is actually the way April is supposed to go around here. So a very April-like forecast for the next week. That one little bump maybe on Friday, and that's a maybe at this point.